The only thing that Hero had is his gorgeous body and amazing face.
Welcome to Dial M for Movies. We are a film and TV podcast based in Toronto. My name is Kadija, and this is my co-host Olivia, and it's such a pleasure to be chatting with you today.
Hi, hi. So you are calling from? Where are you?
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So it's
Yeah,
very early for you, isn't it?
it's actually 1 p.m.
Oh, fine. I thought it
Yeah.
was. Oh, yeah, no, you know what? I always mix with Los Angeles. Okay,
Oh,
1
right.
p.m. Well, so I'm not feeling sorry at
Yeah.
all.
And you shouldn't be. Yeah, I'm really excited to talk to you today because you have had such a prolific career working with many great directors, but this is your first time working with Guy Ritchie. When you were jumping onto young Sherlock, what was your first conversation with him like about getting the look of Sherlock Holmes when he was younger?
Yeah, he told me that she wanted something very modern. He wanted people to have the feeling that they could buy all the costume in a shop.
Oh.
So it was a very reachable Victorian look, and especially for the men and for the woman as well. I mean, nowadays fashion is so crazy that you can find so many things. You can find blouses will look Victorian, you can find dresses will look Victorian. Everybody can wear a little bit what they want, and especially for the men, I wanted to give to the young public, the because if men love to wear suits, and especially I think it's good to show to young men that they can wear a suit and look as sexy as Hero finds, or no.
Try to be. Yeah.
But that you could wear a suit and be very sexy wearing it. I think it was a message. And actually we bought a lot of things. We found it's not only that we bought a lot, it's also that we found look that you could find in shops. And when we were finding them in shop, we were buying them.
Yeah.
So the t-shirts, the shirt. I didn't use any stiff collar shirt, just for the very old man who had to look, we needed to have a sort of social statue. Then I looked, um, I bought the very broken stiff collar. But for the young guy, I just took shirt with a soft collar. Even if it was a high one, it was a soft collar. It was an attached collar, and not when you are doing a Victorian film, everybody has a collar with the buttons and it's very complicated. Not on that one. I kept those very high, stiff collar for men playing minister, teacher, to just make a difference, a social difference, for the young kids. What I call the young kids, I just choose things that you could buy with an attached collar. I had the shirts made actually, because in London you can have shirts made very easily. So I had shirts made, and I choose fabric which were vibrant, very fashionable, and or maybe not fashionable, but that I find fashionable. Very hard color, very dynamic. I wanted the film to feel very youthful and very young, and I wanted the people to think that they could go and dress like that, and still, maybe go to a party dressed up like
Mhm.
that, and they could and look good.
Yeah, mission accomplished.
Definitely.
Everyone looks really good.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. I think the boy look really good. They're really cool. They're nice.
Yeah.
I think even with the top hat, it have something a little bit.
I love the top hats. It's my
Uh,
favorite part.
yeah, yeah. I'm still waiting to see people in the street dressing like that. I didn't reach that yet, but
Fingers crossed,
yeah,
hopefully. It comes back in style. I would love
that they
that.
will have that they will have. Maybe we see it for parties toward the end of the year, that
Yeah.
people get the Sherlock's look with
Yeah.
the swinging suits. But I wanted to have something a little bit of the crazy, something very rock and roll. I wanted to have it very rock and roll, and that's very Guy Ritchie.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He love his clothes. He took me in his private room. He has a room full of clothes where everything is by colors. It's incredible. It's like a dream shop where every sweater is in order, and he has all those gorgeous tweed and cords and rich colors, and And that was a big inspiration for Charlotte.
Costuming is so important to film, and costumes often tell us like who a character is even before they
Exactly.
speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'm agree with you. I'm agree because people should feel they should look at somebody and immediately get the impression of who they are. But that's the
yeah,
same for us in reality. You look at somebody when you meet somebody, you look at them, and immediately the way they are, the way they dress, you get an
yeah,
impression. Even if you don't want to look in details, where is the skirt coming from, where the trousers coming from, there, what we call allure in French is the first impression that you get of somebody.
yeah, absolutely. With a character as analytical as Sherlock, I'm curious if like how did you use costume detailing like fabrics or tailoring or accessories to maybe hint at the man that he would eventually become?
Yes, it was more in the beginning is more playful, and little by little it become more serious. Not because his personality changed, it's not that, but because it's time for him to stop playing, because he start coming in family problem, in problem where he cannot be the fun boy that he was in the beginning of the film. So it's not so much a fashion evolution, it's more or a personality evolution is more that the situation made him a little bit more serious because he has to take responsibilities,
Yeah,
and and he is also facing drama, personal drama. You know, the death of his sister, the sickness of his mother. Those are adult dramas, and it's a very different thing that the boy with the boating jacket that he steals in Oxford. And it's also the very big English theme, you know, the boating jacket because it's so important in Oxford, and all the little boys cap, or the I mean all those things where his youth. And alas, in that series, we just see his youth in the beginning. And after that, whatever he wants or not, he has to face reality of an adult in an adult world.
When designing a younger version of Sherlock, what were the key things you wanted to keep or reinvent? And was there anything that Hero himself added that made Sherlock more personal to him?
The only thing that Hero had is his gorgeous body and amazing face. Because the rest, Hero is not somebody. Oh, yes, he loved the fact that it was clothes that he could relate to. I think that for a young actor to jump in a period film can be frightening because they are used to wear jeans and t-shirts. You know, they arrive in the in the dressing room with a pair of jeans baggy and a t-shirt baggy, and you put them in tight trouser in the shirt with the thing, and they go oh because they are not used to that. But so Hero could really appreciate the fact that the clothes had a very modern look. He loved his little sweater with a t-shirt under and his braces. He loved the braces, and I think he loves his hat. But you know, I knew Hero from when he was 6 years old because I did with him Harry Potter. And
yeah,
Yes.
so I met him when he was a kid, and he was so sad because we had to cut his hair. And now he was so happy because he got a free haircut, I think, in the film. So that was something else. But I remember when I saw him again, I said, Do you remember me? And he said, no. So I was not offended. I thought he grew up. He cannot remember me anymore. But it was for me very, very nice to dress him again after so many years, and that instead of just wearing the costume that he was given, like when he was a young child, now we had some, you know, some personal ideas about it, and but he loved it. He loved it. But all
yeah.
the boys were very, very happy to look beautiful and to play dressed up. They loved it.
That's the best. Is there a particular costume from this project that audience might not notice at first glance, but that you are especially proud of because of craftsmanship or hidden details?
I don't know what people remember or that they don't remember. I think that they remember the Hero and Sherlock and Moriarty costume more than the woman costume because they wear it for longer.
Right.
Every man costume have a screen time which is longer because they have almost a costume the whole episode because they have no reason to change, while women change all the time. So they
Yeah.
are some beautiful woman costume which I saw when I was looking at the series, on television quietly, no premiere, no craziness, just looking at the costume and looking at my work. And I thought, whoa, Shuan, she really looked good. She had, that leather coat and that beautiful dark blue coat, and all the skirts are culotte because she has to do so much stunts and turn and ride. And I thought, it's so good that she has those long skirts and petticoat, and she still managed to do all what she has to do, all the
Yeah.
stunts, running, falling down,
In
jumping.
episode one, that fight scene,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Incredible.
Amazing. Do you know that we had to do, because it was tight, so
Mhm.
put some elastic fabric between every single seam. So the seam look close, but actually they are not stone. They have some,
Yeah,
thick jersey elastic in between to allow all the movement. Because if not, she could not have done the movement.
yeah,
You
that's so
cannot do
smart.
that with such a tight thing. So every seam, they were really made specially for that, for the stunt, and they all have that tension, that elastic tension in between every seam. It was a
That's
lot
incredible.
of work.
It paid off beautifully.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and you sleeve like that lampion because I thought she's Chinese, so you should look like you are coming in a Chinese palace when you look at her.
That's amazing. Talk to you about Alfonso Cuarón because you worked with him on Harry Potter and The Prisoner of Azkaban, Children of Men, Gravity, Disclaimer. What is it about Alfonso and
But
the way he works?
he's my friend. We go on 25 years, we get all together.
Oh, really?
No, he's my friend. I know him for such a long time. We always work together. So
Yeah.
every time, every job we look older. We have picture from Azkaban, and we have picture of Disclaimer, and we look at them and we thought what happened in between. So yeah, I work a lot with him.
What makes him such a great collaborator?
When you understand each other, like the minute that I talked with Ritchie, I knew what he wanted. So sometimes it's like I think that a good work partnership is like a good friendship. You understand each other. You don't have to be friends, but you have to understand each other. You have to understand what they want, and the better the director and the stronger the message is. Because when you work with a very good director, and I'm so lucky that I did, they know what they want, and they know what they want to tell, because they tell a story and they would know how they want to tell the story. And you, as a costume designer, is just an instrument. You are the fifth or the second violin, depending how important you are, and you help them to achieve that beautiful symphony that a film is. So your work is extremely important because, like you said, we just give to the character a visual form. So it's extremely important because the first impression is visual. Then after that, when you give an actor a costume and then they have 1 hour or half an hour or 5 minutes, depending, to find out how they want to express it. But and I think that a director understand that when they are choosing you.
I love that.
So finally, since our podcast is called Dial In for Movies, we tend to do a fun segment we like to call Movie Speed Dial. So we'll give you a category and you give us the first movie that comes to mind.
Oh, that's a game. We are going to play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So a movie that you dial up when you need a good laugh.
And I need a good laugh. Ah, oh la 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 la. There are so many. I'm French, so we have very good French comedy. But I'm still going to say something. The producers of Mel Brooks,
Oh,
very old,
love.
because it has something to do with our work, I think. And the older I get, and the more realistic I think it is. So I will take that old comedy. Yes,
Okay. What's a movie you dial up that's lesser known but a personal favorite?
my personal favorite.
Lesser known, so not a lot of people know about it, but you know about it and you love it.
No, I should say Children of Men, but I think lots of people know about it.
Yeah,
I think
it's a
it's the
pretty
best.
good movie.
I think it's the best movie in the world because that
I
movie,
yeah.
we made it a long time ago, and it is so real, And then it's not so often that you work on something and and I was really impressed while I was working on it. It took a lot of me, took a lot of us, because I knew that I was making something special. And I have a very strong attachment to that movie. Another one that I like very much, that I didn't do, it's Stolen Kisses from François Truffaut. It's a movie that I Baiser volé, and I love that movie. It's so delicate and sweet. I love that movie. But
Need
you
to
might.
watch.
Oh yeah, no, it's before your time.
Hey, we don't judge. We love old movies here.
Yes.
Okay, so look at that. You know François Truffaut? That's a French
Yes.
actor.
Yeah.
He made a film called Stolen Kisses, in French, Baiser volé, and it is a little jewel. You should see it.
Last one is a movie that you dial up that has the most beautiful costumes.
The most beautiful costume of all.
Yeah, if you could pick one, but that you think has the
Well,
most
you
beautiful
know what?
costumes.
The last one I saw Frankenstein, and I
Oh,
thought that
Oh,
the dress white and red was absolutely amazing. The the
yeah.
the,
mm,
the dress with that veil was gorgeous.
yeah.
The,
Yes.
That
I
red
love
dress.
the blue one that Mia Goth wears with the feathers as well.
the one on the staircase where
Oh,
she
Yeah.
has
yes. Yeah.
white with the red on top. Well, that was even more beautiful because it has more signification. You know, I mean, the blue one is just pretty, but the red and the white and red is breathtaking.
Yeah.
It is.
And we would be
Um,
find. I would love to find out how much was from her, how much was from the director,
Yeah.
because
mm,
the director have such a strong. That director have such a strong influence on everything which is visual in his movie. But
yeah,
that was a great, great costume and beautifully made.
Beautiful.
it was, yes. Well, that's all the time that we have. Thank you so much for joining us. It was such an
It's a
amazing time
pleasure
speaking with you.
talking to
Yeah,
you.
Yes.
of
Pleasure.
course.
And I'm really happy that you like Young Charlotte because I love
Oh
it.
my God. Yes. And it's fantastic. It's so much fun.
Okay, ma chérie. Well, have a lovely, lovely afternoon.
You too.